I'm sure by now you guys have heard of the 6 women that just went to quote-unquote space for 11 minutes. There's some very interesting things that I want to show you guys and discuss. One of those people were Katy Perry. She is no stranger to occult themes and ancient Egyptian symbology, and this time it was no different. We see in the video when she went to space, she threw up the monarch butterfly over one eye. This is the Illuminati MK Ultra symbolism that we see these artists do all throughout their careers. These women are entering into a rocket ship that looks like this. Yeah, I don't even have to explain what it looks like because you know exactly what it looks like. This is phallic worship. This all has to do with fertility rites, and it happens in the springtime. What day did they do this on? April 14th. This is when these fertility phallic cults do their rituals. And these people are obsessed with numerology and astrology, and I don't think it's a coincidence that when you add the numbers 4 for April and the numbers 14, you get the number 9. This was the 11th crew to go up on Blue Origin. 9 and 11. They were in space for 11 minutes. And there were 6 females, which 6 is an occult number, but upside down is the number 9. So again, you have 9/11. I don't think these are coincidences. Before they actually get inside the rocket, they all hold hands and begin to pray. We know Katy Perry said a long time ago, "I sold my soul to the devil."
Sold my soul to the devil.
Yeah, she used to be a Christian artist. But she walked away from that. Even in the interviews after this, you'll hear her talking about the universe and meditation.
And I have to surrender and trust that the universe is going to take care of me. Learned in my life from meditation to the Hoffman process.
So who is she praying to? So we're told that they were in space for 11 minutes. Right here you can see on the timeline that this is an hour and 31 minutes into the live coverage. This is where they first enter into space and feel zero gravity.
They are experiencing zero G for the very first time in their lives.
And here it is literally 1 minute later on the timeline, an hour and 32 minutes in, and the craft is falling down. This is not space travel. This is what they call parabolic flight. When you're in an airplane, you go up so high and the airplane drops and you feel the feeling of weightlessness.
Parabolic flight is when an airplane simulates zero gravity.
This is not space travel. And I want you to notice on the timeline of this live footage, it's an hour and 45 minutes in, and watch the door closely.
Out of her mouth, but really her heart.
And is that
That door just opened up from the inside, and the lady on the outside peeked in and said something, and the door shut again. Now 3 minutes later, Jeff Bezos comes over there to officially pry open the door.
Here goes Jeff Bezos to open the hatch.
She didn't really close it again.
They're cheering like they've been trapped inside this whole time and couldn't get out until Jeff Bezos come over there and pried open the door, but we just saw the door open up. This isn't even a conspiracy theory. Just use your eyes. What is going on here? This is an act. Why would you stage any of this if this is a legitimate space travel? So symbols are a universal language.
My dear friends threw me a blast off party and gave me this feather, which obviously, represents the Blue Origin logo.
Why a feather? This is already a pagan ritual, so let's go back to what's the pagan origins of a feather. This is the symbol of the ancient goddess Mot. She is the goddess of truth, justice, harmony, and balance, as well as cosmic order. Hint, hint, new world order. That's what they're ushering in. Another symbol of hers is the balance, the scales. Now, if you think this is some kind of stretch, I'm gonna look at their official logo and you're gonna see that there is a scales in the logo. If you zoom in on the bottom left corner, you'll see right there the scales of the Egyptian goddess Mot. This is not a coincidence. Why in the world would that scales be there for no reason? This is purposeful. And when you turn this logo upside down, I'm not even gonna tell you what it looks like. You tell me. She's not the only one wearing a symbolic symbol on her necklace. Look at Gayle King's necklace. She has literally the symbol of the sun. They even each rung a bell, and in the occult, ringing a bell as a ritual is to clear a space, invoke a deity or spirits, mark the start of a rite, and create a sacred space. So they were literally initiating this pagan ritual right there by ringing the bells. Then they walk through an archway that says light the candle, which is part of the ritual to represent the presence of a deity and also channel channel energy. They're openly telling you that this is a pagan ritual. Then two of these women get out and they kiss the earth, which is a ritualistic act of respect, reverence, and connection to the earth. All of this is about Mother Earth, divine feminine, and the goddess Mot. So you got 6 witches, women. One of them openly said she sold her soul to the devil, talks about channeling, has a song about falling in love with an extraterrestrial demon. Then they pray, ring bells, enter into the phallic, fly up in the air, cover one eye, land on the earth, kiss the earth, and give interviews about meditation, spiritualism, and Mother Earth and the divine feminine.
Divine feminine right now.
We saw significance in numbers being 9, 11, and 6. We saw a patch that's literally a goat head upside down. We saw the scales and the feather of Mot. We heard the divine feminine, the push for the universe that protects you, the meditation propaganda, the fakery of the door not being opened until Jeff Bezos opens it up. And why? What is this all for? People are spending millions of dollars flying up in the air and falling back down when we're still trying to find cures for cancer. This is all spiritualism propaganda pushing you towards the one world religion. All of this is for a purpose, and all of this is setting the stage for Satan's last final deception. Are you ready?
Candid truth.